Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. On the What's Hot show, we review the new releases across all forms of metal, prog rock, classic rock, hard rock, jazz and fusion, all that good stuff. Today, probably the most anticipated album of the year, especially for stuff that we talk about on this channel. The brand new album from Dream Theater. It's coming out officially this Friday, February 7th. We've got advanced copies here, so we're going to review it and talk about it today. On CD, here is Parasomnia. And on double gatefold 180 gram vinyl, we've got Parasomnia over here. All right, so yeah, let's take a gander at this. Show you the vinyl first. Got the booklet right here, which, you know, the artwork is pretty striking here. And of course, you've got more artwork, lyrics, photos of the band, I'm sure, in here somewhere. Yeah, there they are right there. It's laid out a little bit differently on the CD. I'll show you that as well. I love this. That's kind of nice. There are the guys. And then I believe, I'm sure it comes on all sorts of different kinds of vinyl. I've just got the regular black vinyl here, as you can see. Oh, sorry, clear vinyl. I've only listened to the CD. I haven't listened to the vinyl copy yet, but it is clear vinyl. All right, like I said, they got black and all sorts of other different colors. So yeah, that's this. Let's take a look at the CD. Again, it's the triple panel digipack. Pop the disc out. Additional artwork here. Of course, in the band now, James Labrie on vocals. The return of Mike Portnoy, drums and percussion, backing vocals. John Petrucci, guitar, backing vocals. John Myung, bass, and Jordan Rudess on keyboards. Yeah, I really like the artwork on this. Very good. So there is a sort of a, I don't want to call it a loose concept because it seems like most of the songs center on, you know, parasomnia, sleep disorders. So there's all sorts of interesting little lyrical things going on here about various problems connecting to people who can't sleep, right? So it's a fairly dark, it's a very heavy album. To me, this is probably their heaviest album since Train of Thought. If you are a fan of Train of Thought, you've come to the right place. Production is really good on this record. Really good, actually. I like it a lot. And I think the separation of all the instruments really, really well done. And specifically, you know, Portnoy is very vibrant in the mix. So he's got, it's one of my favorite drum performances from him is on this record. It's almost like he had something to prove here, getting back together with his old mates once again. Some of my favorite drum fills and things in recent years from him are on this album. He's really playing up a storm, but it's the arrangements are really good. It's a very heavy album. There's a lot of like 8-string guitars from Petrucci, so a lot of big heavy riffing, cool keys from Rudess. You know, Myung's here. Labrie sounds great on this album too. Let's go kind of track by track here. So the first song is The Arms of Morpheus, which starts off kind of quiet, spacey, and atmospheric. It's an instrumental, pretty heavy one, as a matter of fact. You get the big 8-string riffing coming in from from Petrucci, and you know, right away you can hear Portnoy's impact on the drumming and all the crazy little fills he's doing. He's, like I said, you can really hear him in the mix, and it's just every time he goes, oh. Did you hear that from Mike? Oh, check that out, right? Very, very cool. Nice use of keys from Rudess on this one. Melodic solo from Petrucci. Great way to start off the record on a very cool instrumental like this. Then next up is Night Terror, which was the first song that they released from the album a number of months ago. It's just under 10 minutes long. It's pretty heavy. You can really start to hear like some Train of Thought moments on here. There's some vibes going on throughout the entire album, which I really like because I'm a big fan of that album. You got these big, dark, menacing riffs. You got the ethereal keys, the busy fills from Portnoy, and then the big riff comes in. You know, the main riff, it's fast and furious. You got Myung and Petrucci kind of playing alongside each other really good. Labrie's vocals come in for the first time on the album. Sounds really good. It's a total headbanger. I really love the chorus. Got nice solo spots from Jordan and Mr. Petrucci on this one. Really good song. I like Night Terror the first time I heard it. I did not. It's funny, most of these new records nowadays, they release like 1, 2, 3, 4 songs before the album comes out. I listened to Night Terror and I didn't bother listening to the other ones because I wanted to hear the whole album as a whole. I don't want to know, bits and pieces of the entire album before it even comes out. I'm getting like to the point where I tend to not even want to hear any of the pre-release songs anymore. But I did listen to Night Terror. I like it quite a bit. Broken Man is up next. That's fast and furious. Just under 9 minutes long. Good chunk of the album is, 7, 9 minutes thereabouts. Labree's got this nice snarling vocal tone on this particular one. Good chugging riff from Petrucci. I really love the pre-chorus. There's some really good pre-choruses on this record. And then there's this amazing Petrucci guitar solo where he totally channels his good buddy Steve Morse. In fact, I did a double take. I was like, God, did Morse guest on this album, or is that just John doing his little Morse thing? Go check it out. It's very, very cool. It's a thing of beauty. And man, he's got all the Steve Morse tones and the alternate picking thing and the little pinch harmonic things. It's really, really good. Next up is Dead Asleep, just under 12 minutes long. One of my favorites on the album. Monster riff with some really cool heavy pinch harmonics going on. It's a dark and heavy track. There's a killer synth solo from Rudess. And then, later, the second half of the song, his big walls of orchestral keys are just so good, paired up against the big riffs and the big keyboards, just so good. Plenty of bombast. If you like Dream Theater at their bombastic best, you're going to love this one. Dead Asleep, one of my sleeper tracks on the album. Next up is Midnight Messiah, total crusher. This one would have found its home easily on Train of Thought. I love Labree's vocals on this one. It's got a great chugging riff, another really catchy pre-chorus, and then the chorus itself is just absolutely killer. It's just this fast-paced, rampaging chorus, great vocal from Labree. I love the organ. I love the big riff on it. So good. And then underneath it is just Portnoy going crazy. Just under 8-minute song. Really, really good, straightforward banger, Midnight Messiah. Next up, we have Are You Dreaming, which is this quick little kind of interlude instrumental thing. There's not much to it. It just kind of comes and goes. Not much to speak of on it. And then the last 2 tracks on the album, Bend the Clock, opens up with kind of lush acoustic guitar, Labree's gentle singing voice kind of crooning. It's very melodic. The first time on the album, you're getting something like this. And then it turns into a memorable rocker that's really, really majestic. I think if you like the Dream Theater material that's more of kind of soaring, straightforward kind of pop and rock and prog together. This one is really, really good. Really, really good. I think the chorus is outstanding. Portnoy's drumming is really, really good on this, and I think you got to give some big props to Labree, who sounds fantastic on this one. And then you get a really tasty Petrucci solo as well. Really good song, Bend the Clock. And then, of course, the Shadow Man incident, which is 19 minutes and 32 seconds, closes up the album. I love the evil, almost doom-laden riff which kicks off the song. It's so good. You got Portnoy is really busy underneath, and you get the eerie organ from Jordan Rudess, and then it turns into this grandiose, big and bombastic symphonic prog metal epic. A lot of cool sections here. You get some atmospheric, dreamy sections. You get some emotional parts. Some really heavy passages. There's even a brutal, fast, almost thrash section in here that is just completely blistering. You get some nice solos from on the keyboards and on the guitars. A lot of drumming all throughout. Really, really good. Really like this one a lot. And at just under 20 minutes long, it goes by very quickly. You almost don't even know it's as long as it is, right? Very, very cool. Overall, I really enjoyed this album a lot. I love the extra heaviness. Like I said, I think the production is really, really good. I really like and appreciate the albums that Mike Mangini played on. I think Mike Mangini is a terrific drummer. I never had an issue with him stepping in and taking up the mantle in this band. It's someone had to. I think he did a fantastic job. I like all those albums. But you instantly know from the first track on here that Mike Portnoy is back. You instantly know he's back. He makes his presence known right from the beginning. He just has a signature style on the drums that just fits so well with this band. And I think, his performances on this album are amazing. It's some of my favorite drumming from him in a while, I think, and he's always done great drumming, whether it be with the Sons of Apollo or whether it be with the Winery Dogs or Neil Morse, right? I mean, the guy's an amazing, amazing drummer, one of the legends of the last, 30 plus years. But he's amazing on this album. Really, really good. And I think Petrucci is doing some monster stuff on this record between the riffs and the blazing solos and even the more tasty melodic solos. The guy's just a pro. Obviously Petrucci and Portnoy, kind of the stars here, but everybody else does some great, great work on here. Some of my favorite Labrie vocals in a while as well. I think he sounds fantastic on here. And, Mayung and Rudess are doing their thing. Just a really good album. I'm going to give it an easy 4.5 out of 5 star. It's to me, this is approaching kind of 5-star status. It's definitely more deserving than just a 4 out of 5. I think 4.5 is really good. It's probably, and it's one of those albums that, again, I've liked all their more recent records, but this one, right from the second listen, it really just sinks in and you're starting to, recognize and remember the songs, the melodies, the riffs really, really quickly. That's usually a signal of a job well done with the arranging and the songwriting parts. And like I said, great production, great artwork. I really dig this a lot. It's going to be hard to beat this album here in 2025. If you're a fan, February 7th can't come soon enough. I think you're going to really dig it. And, whichever version you decide to get, and there's multiple versions, there's box sets, there's all sorts of stuff. So these are probably the more basic, the double album and the single CD version. But, go check it out. I love that back. That's how cool is that, right? So, Parasomnia from Dream Theater, 4.5 stars. Be on the lookout for it. It releases in just a couple days. Check it out and visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook or on YouTube all together all the damn time. Also coming out, we got Jethro Tull, Curious Ruminant. Got a review of that coming out this week as well, so stay tuned for that. We got new Blind Guardian. We got new The Verge. We've got Confirmation Bias. We've got Gail Ellett and the Electric Magnets. Dissolve. There's a bunch of things left over from Nectar Live. A bunch of things left over from late 2024, but the new stuff is starting to come out, so we're getting hot and heavy into that. So, lots coming. Stay tuned for all of it. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. We'll see you soon here with more stuff. Again, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. New Dream Theater. Check them out. Take care. Bye-bye.